Hi, my name's Tom Goodspeed. Now we're going to spend some time and learn how to take care of the horses. Our first subject today is going to be how to approach the horse correctly and get a halter put on him. So we're going to come to our horse, obviously to the horse's head, and just let him know we're here, no surprises, not coming up from behind. And we're going to turn him around. So this happens to be Joker. We're going to turn him around, and the first thing we'd like to do is get this halter around his neck. Now most horses are pretty quiet in the stalls, so it's not a tremendous issue getting to them, but some horses are a little bit skittish and might turn their back to you, and you have to take a little bit more time with them and obviously not approach them from the rear. That's the dangerous side. You always want to try to get the horse to come around and get towards basically their neck and shoulder. So now I have the halter around him, so he's pretty secure. I'm going to just drop down and put this, basically the nose piece, around the horse. And as you can see, bring the bridle up over the horse's poll. And then get this latched up, but just comfortably, just 2 or 3 notches up. So now we have the horse under control. There's no need to necessarily tie him. Our first project is to get this blanket off. We could tie him if the horse is difficult, or some horses are a little bit tough. We'll talk about that later as far as biting and kicking. But this horse is obviously a real quiet horse, and we're just going to let the lead rope hang, so we could certainly get to him if we need to, and go to take the blanket off. Now, we undo the front buckle of the blanket. We want to get all the buckles undone first. I'm going to go to the rear, and there's two straps that basically come around back behind the horse. Now, some people are going to move around behind the horse to do the other side if you know your horse really well and it's not an issue. But probably on a safety level, I'd be best to come around the front of the horse. So if the horse were to get spooked and start kicking out, I'm not coming around behind him. So I go to the far side and undo the other strap that comes in between the back legs of the pony on this particular blanket. There's all types of blankets and all different types of models. This one here, normally there's some type of a surcingle that goes in the center of the blanket, but this one doesn't have one. So we've got everything unattached, and that's the important thing with a blanket, is make sure all your straps are unattached. The other thing you don't want to do is too crazy with how you take the blanket off. Some horses are pretty sensitive how you actually pull this blanket off or put it back on. So I want to grab the blanket both by the hindquarters of the horse and by the withers, and just kind of pull it into just one piece as quickly as you can, and then let it slide off the horse. So I'm not flipping it across the horse or spooking the horse by waving this around. Most of you already know with horses that you have to move a little bit easier around their head. If you get too quick with your hands, you could spook the horse. Now that we have the blanket off successfully, we're going to just probably put it over the railing here of the stall. Just kind of keep it in half and flip it over. The only problem with that is if you have horses in the next pen, sometimes other horses